Hey YouTube, good evening. Quick video here I wasn't planning on making, but I learned some stuff mounting a scope today, so I wanted to share it. So I have a new hunting rifle. I have a Seekins Precision PH3. There's a Havak in there somewhere, and it's in 7 PRC. It's the second long action rifle I've ever owned, and the only one I currently have. The last one I had maybe a Diamondback Tactical on or something like that. Really underpowered. It was a 300 Win Mag. It was really underpowered for that. So I bought this rifle because I wanted a 7 PRC because where I hunt, I can reach out a little bit, and the 308 just is not my favorite for that. So I bought the rifle, and I was planning on putting a Vortex Razor PH3 Gen 2 on it, which I would have been super happy with. It's a 3-15. But then Vortex did what Vortex does, and they dropped the new Razor 4-24, and they happened to drop it in November, and this is one of the times of year where they run some special discounts for military. So I jumped on it while I could, and I went to mount it today, and I learned some stuff. So here is a quick video of what I learned, and then I'll come back at the end. Here's what I got. I've got a new hunting rifle. This is a Seekins Havak PH3, and it is in 7 PRC. I just watched Vortex podcast about the 7 backcountry. Made me sad, but I'm still happy. I've got the new Razor 4-24. Pretty excited about putting this on here. And I bought some Vortex Precision rifle scope rings. These are the 0.9 whatever rings. Here's the first kind of weird thing that happened. If you see on there, there's some residue on these rings, and these are precision rings, so that's not going to go well. So what happened was, when these rings ship, they put them on this foam to keep them from moving around, which is really cool, but some of that foam and glue got on those, so I got to clean those off without taking the finish off. So I'm going to do that real quick. Couldn't find any Goo Gone, so I'll be trying some isopropyl alcohol. Be right back. All right, so probably hard to see on the screen here, but these are now cleaned up. It was on this edge and this edge. These are the nice precision rings, so I make sure that I keep the right things together. They're serial numbered, all that good stuff to keep them together. Make sure I keep the logos going the right way, all that stuff. But here was what I learned. So kind of the cool thing about this, which by the way, I wasn't planning on buying it. It just happened to come available when I was shopping for, I wasn't even shopping, but Vortex does some really good deals for military twice a year, and this happened to come available during one of those times, so I snagged one. Yeah. So, but here's the so what about this scope. This is a long action rifle to 7 PRC. You see on there, I've got the rings as close as they can get, and I don't have a lot of play. I can move. Even that feels weird. The scope's kind of starting to ride up. Oh, nope, I can't run it back anymore because the bell is starting to hit up front. So that's as far back as I can put that scope right there, and then I could move it forward to about there. So really, with this scope on a long action rifle, I only have about an inch of play. The other piece to that is these are, like I said, the 0.91 rings. I like lower rings. I actually wish they were a little bit lower. But they'll work for me. So that's kind of the big deal. I'm not going to go over the detail of torquing everything down and all that. Vortex and plenty of other people have great videos out there on how to do that. Just wanted to put that out there. If this is a scope you're thinking about buying, that is something to consider. Growing up in the Army, you don't really learn how to mount scopes. What they generally have you do is mount stuff just at the front of the receiver like that. They say, all right, put it at the front of the receiver and life will be good. And if you do that, then everybody's kind of got the same sight picture, the same, every rifle picks up the same, right? And that's important for military life. But as I've learned, as I've kind of started building my own collection and learning what I'm doing, eye relief matters, where the scope matters, ring height matters, all that good stuff. So just another thing where people say, hey, I've got X amount of years in the military. Most of them don't have 28 like this guy, and I'm still learning stuff every day as I get into shooting. Yep, so I got it mounted today. I'm going to throw some pictures in here. I got it mounted. I was not able to get to the range. I'll go to the range tomorrow and get it sighted in and maybe do some hunting with it. I've got another 2 months Love hunting deer hunting left in Georgia. I plan to pick up 2 more does. I've got a really sad buck story that I'll tell some other time, but right now my buck, I filled both buck tags, but only one of them went in the freezer. Anyway, I like the scope. My first impressions of it are great. I'll get on the range tomorrow. I'll get it zeroed, set all the stuff up, and hopefully it shoots awesome. All right, bye.